Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ramna, and if you're new here, welcome. Here I talk about self-development and books, so if that's your thing, then you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start romanticizing your life, but this will be Muslim edition because I see a lot of videos about talking about, romanticizing your life and living your life and loving your life and, all these other things, which I think is great, but I think it would be nice to see it from a Muslim perspective, and so here I am giving it to you. So I have 3 tips in which you can use in order to start romanticizing your life. The first tip that I have is gratitude. Now, before I begin, I just want to open up with 2 verses from the Quran. The first one is from Surah Al-Luqman, and here Allah says, anyone who is grateful does so to profit their own soul. The next verse that I have is from Surah Ibrahim, and Allah says, and remember when your Lord proclaimed, if you are grateful, I will certainly give you more, but if you are ungrateful, surely my punishment is severe. Gratitude helps you see the abundance that you have in your life. I think oftentimes we think about abundance in the sense of material. We think, oh, this person has so much, they're so blessed, they have a family, they have this, they have that, they have a car, they have everything. But with gratitude, if you practice gratitude as it should be, you start to realize that there's so much more to be grateful for other than the material things that you have. You can be grateful for moving your body. You can be grateful for even having belief, having faith, having that conviction that Allah is your creator. You can have gratitude for believing in doing good and being good to others and correcting your mistakes and becoming a better person. You can be grateful for the way you see the world, how it's different from other people, because there's some people who can't see the world the way you do. Gratitude goes a lot more deeper than just a superficial, and it's also about being grateful for the things that you can't see, being grateful that you're protected from evil forces, being able to really understand what you're reading or being able to learn, all these components, like being grateful goes so much more deeper than just the superficial or just the material. It also can go into your inner world, being grateful that you're even, watching this video, wanting to improve your life, wanting to know how you can connect more with yourself and your creator. When you practice gratitude, you're able to see how much good you have in your life. Like, I remember watching this one video by this one YouTuber, I can't remember her name. I think it was something Universe. But I just loved how because she was also talking about gratitude, and I like the way she explained it. She was saying like how we're almost like spoiled brats. Like all of us are spoiled brats because look at us. Like you're watching this video right now, you're able to watch this on a phone or a laptop or wherever, you're probably able to, go to different places, you're probably able to eat certain things and you're able to meet certain people, you're able to learn certain things and you are able to, do certain things. And we have so much around us, yet we're out here complaining and whatnot. Oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. But really, in reality, we're all spoiled brats. Like, we all are right now breathing, living. If you're watching this video, like, you're a spoiled brat. Like, you're able to breathe. You're able to, see me and hear me, take in this information. I like that idea that all of us are kind of spoiled brats because we have everything that we need, It's just a matter of us using it. It's just a matter of us seeing what we have. And it's like Allah said in Surah Ibrahim, like if we don't recognize or aren't grateful for what we have, then His punishment is severe. And I mean, that's coming from the one who gives. Al-Wahhab, the giver of gifts. That's who Allah is. He gives gifts. He gives us so much. Yet sometimes we think that, oh, but a gift is, unless I get a car, a gift is I need a house. A gift is I need to get married. A gift is I need a child. Those are definitely gifts, but there are so many other gifts that we just don't recognize, and sadly enough, some of us don't recognize them until we lose them, and may Allah protect us from being those types of people. But we generally really need to look into ourselves and see what good do I have in my life, even if it's as small as, I was able to drink a sip of water. Be grateful for that. With this point I want to drive is that gratitude will just help you realize how much good you have in your life, even if it's not by societal standards or cultural standards or whatever other standards are around you. The standard within, especially as Muslims and our deen, is that as long as you're alive right now, you are blessed. And whatever other thing that you have around you whilst being alive, you are blessed. That is it. Point blank, period. Okay, so there's also this dua that I want to share with you all. And this is a dua to ask Allah to help you and be more inclined to worship more, to be grateful to Him more, and to remember him more. And the way it goes is Allahumma a'inni ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadatika. I'll repeat it again. And I'll also write it on the screen too so you can, screenshot it. It's Allahumma a'inni ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadatika. And basically it translates to, "Oh Allah, help me remember you, to be grateful to you, and to worship you in an excellent manner." Like, how beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So the second tip that I have in order to romanticize your life is to start doing the things that you want to do. There's constantly so much pressure into being a certain way or into being a certain type of person, With this point, what I want to emphasize is that in order to really romanticize your life, you have to love what you are doing. And it doesn't just, pertain to career-wise or school. This could also be just simple activities and hobbies. Do the hobbies and activities that you enjoy. Don't be pushed around by social media being like, "Oh, this is cool, like everyone's doing this now." If you don't like it, then don't do it, or unless you want to explore it, you can. But if that's not even an option for you, if you're like, "No, I don't really want to get into that," then don't get into it, Don't get into things just for the sake of the trends or because it's popular. In order to really love your life and to love yourself, you have to really love what you're doing. And again, this doesn't only apply to just work and school, but also applies to just the mundane things, the things that you do by yourself. Because if you are just constantly dedicating every single area of your life to what other people want, to what other people like, to what would please other people, or to what seems appealing to other people, then of course you're not going to love your life, because you're living it for other people. You're living it for other people, and you're, worst of all, you're living it for other people who wouldn't even give 2 cents about you, who do not care about you. You can't romanticize a life that doesn't even feel like your own. You need to start doing the things that make you happy. You need to start doing the things that bring you joy. You need to start doing the things that connect with your inner world, that make you feel at peace or at ease, or feel like that they align with you. Or if you don't know what any of those things are, then explore, go out, get into like a club of crocheting or knitting, or, go try out like swimming or kayaking, or try different things if you don't know that yet. You want to be able to test and see like what you like, what you don't like. And once you figure out what you do like, then go deeper within it. Learn all areas and all aspects of it, And my last point here, I forgot to mention, but when you do all of this, you realize how dope you are, Like, you'll realize how cool of a person you are. Like, there will come a point, trust me, there will come a point when you're like really deep in whatever you like to do, or whatever different things you like to do, and you just sit back and be like, "Damn, am I good? Like, shoot, I am the best." Like, you'll feel that confidence, you'll feel that sense of joy, that love for yourself and love for your own life. Like, you'll actually love life, and in turn, that also makes Allah happy, because then He sees, wow, look at this servant. They're happy with what they have and what they've been given and what they're doing. Throw on some more blessings. Throw on some more blessings. So the third tip that I have, and probably the most important, is to start forming a relationship/routine with the deen. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, I'm going to read out to you like my notes and whatnot that I have. So the first thing that I wrote down here is to pick 1 or 2 things that you want to expand on. So this could be, maybe you want to start reading the Quran, or maybe you already read it, but you want to learn the translations. Maybe you want to learn like the specific like linguistics of the Quran, like what does this word mean, and where does this word come from, and what root word is this word from, Maybe you want to learn about the Prophet. Maybe you want to learn like the time period the Prophet came in, what they were preaching about, what was happening during their time, what was their challenge, how did they overcome it. You want to pick an area of the deen, or pick an area of faith that you really want to expand on. The reality is that this deen, this faith, being a Muslim, there's so many things that you can learn. There's so many things that you can do. And the reality that I've learned is that you can't do everything. You can't. And even the Sahabi, they were known for certain things. Like, some Sahabis were known for, like, I don't know, maybe recitation of Quran or dhikr, or helping out people, or forgiving. They had their own certain thing of the deen that they were able to really hone in on and be really great at. So with this tip, I want to really strongly advise to pick something, 1 or 2 things that you can really dive deep into and really make it like your expertise almost, Then the next thing that I have is to follow through with that routine. So for example, going back to learning about the prophets, right? So you can set up your schedule in such that like every single, let's say, weekend, you learn about one prophet, right? You learn about one prophet, you learn about their life, beginning to end, you learn about what they've been through, what message they were preaching, what trial that they faced, you learn about all of that, every single weekend. And then maybe at the end, you like, I don't know, test yourself, like, oh, do I know this? Do I know that? Or maybe you, I don't know, share the knowledge with somebody else, Or maybe it's not just like the practical, like testing of like, knowledge and whatnot. Maybe it's like a characteristic that you're trying to work on, Maybe you're trying to work on being more grateful. Then in that case, you could try every single day to write something that you're grateful for that happened to you today. Like, I'm grateful, for example, maybe that I was able to drive to work safely. I'm grateful that I was able to put food on the table, that kind of thing. Or if you're like maybe trying to work on forgiveness, maybe you can write down, okay, today I forgive so-and-so because, or today I forgive so-and-so because, or today I forgive myself because so-and-so, You can, regardless whether it's something inner or outer, you want to create a routine in which will help you become better at it and become much more strong in that area. And doing this will, as you keep on repeatedly doing this, you choose a topic, you set a routine, and you keep doing it on and on and on. This will help you gain a much more strong relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and will expand your knowledge on Him, and will expand your love for Him and also the prophets. And this will just really help you have a sense of stability in your life, and you'll be able to feel like, okay, like I have this one thing that I'm working towards. And once you maybe complete it, or once you feel like, okay, I'm good at this, then you can move on to the next. Like, it'll definitely feel good to have this sort of like baseline of, this is what I'm doing in order to improve myself in the deen, and this is what I'm doing in order to strengthen my love with God and my relationship with Him. Basically, this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, the most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are most consistent, even if it is small. So don't worry about the big things. Don't worry if you can't like do like the big grandiose things. Just as long as you're doing acts of worship that are small, or good deeds that are small and they're consistent, Allah loves that. And in turn, you're going to romanticize your life and love your life. You have any other tips to romanticizing your life as a Muslim, then please write them down in the comment section below. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye-bye.